I'll mute them momentarily. 9 players readied up. Yeah, you can see Doffy there in chat saying they have waited 50 minutes. I can see why they would want to get going, and that we will, actually. Let me just very quickly do that, which will allow me to hopefully, yes, do that, and all the other spiffy transitions I've got going for you here on my channel. It's been a while since I've got to cast here. It's been, I think, just over a month. We're going to get underway here. CEVO main. Gfinity Winter Series. Etherian Esports up against Enter Uprising. Knife round, best of 1 here on the cash. And actually looks like it can go pretty quickly. Doffy got one good right click in there. Almost thought he was going to pull that out with Etherian Esports, who, by the way, playing with their coach. Got to cast these guys about, I think, 10 days ago? 9 days ago. Never do math live on air. That's a pro tip. I completely forgot that rule. We had cast these guys last weekend at Esports Arena, where they were playing with MOTM. Emote is their coach. He wasn't there, actually, so it'll be kind of interesting seeing what he can do in-game from a coaching role. As for Enter Uprising, I'm actually not too familiar with these guys. I've seen TV Carter, who I'm going to be referring to as Carter to save myself the trouble. I've seen him in pugs with a bunch of different players. Battery, I've seen the name. I've never seen him play. So I'm a little bit interested in this. Etherian Esports, it's a brand new roster for them. I think it might even be like a brand new org. They came out of nowhere, signed those guys, helped send them over towards the Esports Arena for the North American qualifier. They did make it through, but they did not win it. We think we had 2 seeds there. So Swole Patrol and Etherian Esports, they'll be back at Esports Arena February 11th, I want to say. I don't know, we'll see on that one. But we are going to be getting live underway here. Etherian Esports picking up 3 sets of armor, getting a little bit of extra utility there on towards emote. Oh, I get to direct my own stuff, guys. I missed this. I had a great observer at Esports Arena, but there is something special about like jumping on, controlling it yourself. You will see that I use auto director occasionally, but I do put him where I want him. And right now, Enter Uprising, they've got 4 players right where they want them, keeping 2 over towards Garage. They're going to put Tony in on first, bomb right behind it. So they don't actually even have to commit to this as the bomb is on site. And the 2 players finally out towards mid. It's going to be Kwong pushed off the back. One more on site. It's Strings. Has a good chance for here. Spots out 2. Does a fair bit of damage. He's being chased, pinned on, but it's Kwong and Infinite to find those last 2 players over towards mid. That'll be a 5v3. Make it a 5v2. Battery finally getting themselves a frag. It's going to be Tony all alone. Back behind Quad. Spots out a lot of the players. There's a bit of damage, but he really is in a horrible position right now. Getting the bomb plant will be all Enter Uprising can do in Etherian Esports for, you know, playing with a coach, a manager. Looking alright, only losing 1 player. Almost the team ace as well. Or, yeah, almost. Founded early 2015. Okay. I've seen the org name around. I think they even casted one of their old rosters. I believe this is a new lineup, or maybe a tweaked lineup. They had the announcement, I think, 3 or 4 days ago. This is when that popped up, and I noticed that. Going into the next round here. Looks like it's going to be a fast rush over towards A. And our Uprising. Only investing into upgraded pistols, leaving 1 player back towards A main. Everyone else going towards Squeaky. Etherian Esports, they've got a good read on this, keeping 3 players over towards this A-bomb site. Strings doubled up with Kwong, but he doesn't even need Kwong's help. He gets 2 quick ones. Kwong finally chimes in, gets 1 onto Doffy. It's going to just leave Sporky alive momentarily. Another clean round for Etherian Esports, only losing 6 total hit points in that round. With the first bomb plant, that means round 3 here. We'll see the first buy over on the T side of things. AKs across the board, it's looking like Mr. Tony's thinking about it. Yeah, he's going to go Galil, get a little bit of extra utility. As you can see, they only had 2 smokes and 2 flashes without that small sacrifice. So now Strings out towards mid fairly fast, actually. Where's my boost? Next to the flames, flashed off. Doffy finds a frag at mid, but OC chimes right back in with a push towards Sunroom. He's going to swap out and gets himself an upgrade as well. It's going to be an AK. One of the SMGs thrown away as well. They still have 1 on Infinite. That's a nice upgrade there. The 2 players still holding the FAMAS, but Doffy finds one over towards mid. We just missed that one. Looked like it was going to be an A push, but Doffy's going to back on up. Minute 20 left in the round. A lot of action already done here. But smoked off for cross. Strings lurking in the smoke. Looks like he was going to try and find a gap in this. Sporky on the right-hand side. About to chime in his Infinite as a smoke of his own to try and block off that A main. Now Strings pushes through the smoke, finds one. It's going to be OC. Looked like he should have chimed back in, but Strings somehow finds the other one. And Infinite stole the one from his hands right before that. That's going to leave Doffy coming in through A main. Carter actually finds one on Strings right before that, so brought down to a 2v2. And finally, Infinite's going to chime in with the MP9. Doffy, did he hear the tap? He did indeed. Spray comes with the smoke, but OC finds him first as it fades. Doffy goes down, and Etherian Esports win the first buy round, collect themselves some AKs as well, keeping 2 players alive. It'll be easy to reinvest there. They can even get the AWP out. Enter Uprising, though, and good force buy territory. You can see Doffy's already getting that CZ armor as well. I expect to see quite a few more of those. And Kwong looking to capitalize. He's got himself the Soul SMG. Other 2 players reinvesting in those M4s. Looks like it might be a fast B hit here. Mr. Tony can be the first point of contact. And Kwong has actually got quite close. Is he going to push through this? He looks like he's thinking about it. Flashbang comes in from his teammate. He goes through. Spots nobody, but they know he's here. Carter gets spotted first, and he's out of there. One and done with that position. So bomb's going to be collected. Battery has that in hand. One more player towards Sunroom, and they've actually stacked up the 3rd player here. OC holding headshot angle. Kwong gets spotted out. Doesn't trade any damage out in that position. Keeping 2 players over towards B main as Enter Uprising, while Doffy, and who is that? Sporky Ghost feels out towards A main. Doffy waiting for any more aggression. With the CTs, they've all fallen off, as you can see on the map, and rightly so. Minute left on the clock. Battery and Tony take the bomb, start heading back over towards B, where they have repositioned themselves a little bit. Infinite back of sight. OC still holding over close, a top headshot. Couple more seconds before Tony starts going on in here. Flashbangs are being lined up as we speak. Now, footsteps were made. 40 seconds left. They don't have to commit to this, but finally they do. And actually, huge team flash. Fortunately, hit OC as well. It's going to be Doffy. Oh, T goes down immediately, though. And Sporky, he gets himself one, but OC will be the only casualty for Etherian Esports. Coach or not, Etherian looking great. And if you didn't know, E-Mode, he's an MDL man. He's been playing with a couple rosters over there. I think it was French-Canadian. No, I think he was French-Canadians. I can't remember right now what his last roster was. But he's been on the analyst desk, doing some casting as well for MDL. Only 2 frags to his name, but he doesn't even need to be doing anything as long as everyone else on this team looking solid. These guys looked a little shaky on LAN. I believe it was some of their first LANs. Definitely the first one I saw them in that roster. Nerves were definitely there, but they came back, gave a good run up against Swole Patrol. So going against a lesser-known org, Enter Uprising, should be easily done for him. Kwong, old 1.6 Pro, which I didn't even know until I talked with him, or talked with the Bears about him. But for now, bomb's been dropped. Carter's been boosted up. One more player here as well, and it looks like Strings spots one out. Does a fair bit of damage. Carter taking down to 70 HP. Now Flashbang, he wants to try and get himself out of this position. He has nobody to work with, and Carter's going to find the kill. It's going to leave Kwong, actually, with E-Mode. Infinite's going to find one over there towards mid as well. I tried to switch to him, but he got taken out immediately as I said that. So now OC in a horrible position. E-Mode actually gets spotted out. Battery trays a little bit of damage. Carter finds Kwong over towards mid. E-Mode does get that last one he needs, though. Now alone on site. 2 players pincering in around him, but he still finds the first kill. That's his 2nd of the round. 2v2 now, and they have not spotted the bomb. 40 seconds left. You can see OC still has not even rotated. E-Mode has a good opportunity, does some damage, but can't get the kill. It'll be all up to OC in a 1v2. Plenty of damage has been done, and has the AK as well. So 1-tap potential is there. Fair bit of utility and a kit, so time does not have to be hurried. Now Doffy, first one there, going into clutch cam. OC may have spotted on his shoulder. Doffy only has 48 HP. Spots. Oh! The timing does not work out for OC. He looks left just as a footstep was made. Good bait right there. Enter Uprising playing off each other absolutely perfectly. But now OC, we've got the op out. This guy looks pretty damn good. And Battery, he's got the same over there on the T side. I'm seeing some weapons being juggled over there by CT Spawn. E-Mode is also getting an op-out. It looked like he was going to go glass cannon for a second. In the end, though, did get enough for utility. Let's see where they're taking that. Oh, OC took one straight over towards B. He had the fast spawn. That second one, it's in the hands of E-Mode. Let's keep an eye over towards main. OC going to get an opportunity. Spots out the leg. Doesn't take the shot. But he calls Infinite back over. It's going to leave Kwong alone at mid as a smoke. Actually, I think that was a Molotov. over for Vent. OC stuck in a smoke, but he knows he's safe. His eyes have been there on mid. Now Sporky's going to have to back off, get tossed the bomb, as I believe that's Tony. About to go work in on that A bomb site. 2 players there. It's going to be Strings back a site. Emode back behind quad. Trained in with that AWP on towards main. And a bit of a pixel gap. Minute left in the round. It's going to be 4v5 for the execute. And all of these players look like they're lining up. See, they're lining up any smokes. And actually, it's going to be a split push, actually. 2 players boosted on up. Tony is probably going to be biding his time. And the utility usage at mid sparks the CT side to throw it over there towards A main. They can safely assume it's going to be over that way, especially since they got that first pick with the first op over at B. That says, hey, we've only got the one op that's over here. Try and usher them over towards A. As soon as you see those smokes at mid, chuck yours out of CT. Now, whatever they have left, they probably throw now. It's 30 seconds left in the round. It's going to be a hard push, but Tony's the first one out. Shot missed by Emode. He has another opportunity here. He's going to hit that one, but it's going to be TB Carter. Finds one on back strings. If it starts chiming in, Carter finds himself a second, but he will fall, only picking up those 2 kills for his side of Enter Uprising, and that is what you hate to see. 4 rounds in a row for Etherian Esports. Finally, Enter Uprising got one and immediately reset. Their money's going to be enforced by territory. Oh god, actually not even for all these players. Mr. Tony does not have enough to invest in that. I can imagine a couple other upgraded pistols coming on out. For Etherian Esports, the rebuy's fine. Kwong invests another MP9, and I believe they salvaged up one of the offs from the previous round. OC's going to get his again. He's got his poised over towards mid. It's going to be Carter falling off. Truck shot was missed, but Strings, he finds his. Kwong's on the rotate. Strings gets himself a second one. He was doing amazing at LAN. One of the players I hadn't expected to show up as much as he did, especially, I believe, he was in-game leading. Now, Kwong was in-game leading. B-Strings seemed like he actually could if he wanted to, but he's looking hot with the frag. It's going to be Battery, back a sight. 1v4, doesn't even get to pull the trigger before he goes down. Etherian Esports keeping 4 players alive. Emode with the 3K. I need to get back on him, because I've got the replay function. I just haven't had a good observation yet. So let's take a look at the scoreboard. Emode tied with Strings, topping off the charts at 8. 6 for Infinite OC, and even Carter over there on the terrorist side. So now they'll be back on the bye. One more chance with the AKs. Op could come out, but it would have been glass cannons. Looks like they're saying no to that. And Mr. Tony once again taking the hit and getting the Galil. I gotta say shoutouts to Tony. Entry fragging for Enter Uprising. Rocking the Galil. Getting the utility on pistol rounds. OC, speaking of utility, he's got to use a bit of his as he's Molotov'd off back there. Only loses 5 hit points in the process. He's got another teammate to work off of back of checkers. I believe one of these players has been boosted up. It's going to be Carter. Closest player to him, I believe, is going to be Kwong. He's clearing out an angle right now and actually found OC up in that vent. It looked like he got taken to 24 HP. Actually, may have been some damage. No, that was Tony who went up there. Carter finds one on Kwong just as I switch off of him. Let's see, Strings, he's going to go try and trade this one back out. May have been a bit too aggressive, and he's nobody else near him, but Emode has a nice flank going on right now. With all 5 of the players on the B side of things. On the T side of things, they are going on in, and they're getting shut down. Infinite was also a great top fragger on LAN, but it's going to be a 2v3 for the T side here. Battery going on in first, and he finds himself one. Sporky finds another, leaving only Infinite alive in a 1v2. He had a couple great clutches, and 50 seconds left. He's actually going to find one on the rotate, and he knows the bomb's going that way. But now the strange thing is, he has to wonder to himself, will there be the 200 IQ play? Is Battery really going to commit to that site? He knows I saw him. He knows I tried to get out. But Battery, full HP. Infinite only on 45. And actually, I think he just got spotted out. Yep, there we go. Kobe on in. Molotov as well, trying to use anything he can. Only did 5 damage with the nade, but the hole. Oh, did that help? But not enough. Battery finds the kill. Nice play right there. Good rotations. It got a little bit messy for both sides, but still made for quite the round. Now Infinite taking the lead from Emode and Strings. I think everyone in Etherian Esports, aside from Emode, like I said, was not there at LAN. I think everybody had one map that they showed up on. Nobody was slacking throughout the day. And for the most part, frags were pretty well rounded out. Now Carter spots out one. Battery found another on towards the ace site. But Infinite chiming back on in. Kwong is close to sight on highway. One player towards his back. Smoked off. So OC looks like he might be the first point of contact as the rotation is slow. Infinite still seems to think someone's going to be over there towards mid. Kwong actually has a similar thought, and they might not go for this. Let's see how the money is right now. Yeah, they do not want to go for this, I don't think. They're just posted up for some exit frags, but they're still holding rather close. Interesting to see. Battery got tagged with the smoke. He got boosted up, though, and Infinite finds his head. Nice little angle right there. You can see how they were doing something similar over there towards Forklift. Now they're actually going in off of that kill. They still have time. Infinite finds one frag. Kwong on 4 HPs to barely avoid that flame. And what was that? OC has some trouble right there, but Infinite does make it work now. It's just Duffy. 1v2, and OC finds him through the smoke. Very nice. You can see his little waggle there. He was feeling good about that. That is a replay. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, that first shot by OC, that looked like that should have hit, but he definitely found that second one. Alright, so back on the buy. I keep forgetting I have these. Should use those more often, but back on the buy. Etherian Esports. Well, sorry, back on the rebuy, I should say. Having to reinvest quite a lot after that round. Made a little bit expensive, so they can only get the single op out this round. And our Uprising. Just upgraded pistols, couple P250s, couple Deegs. Battery's got himself the CZ, tapping away with it. Battery nearly gets. Oh, sorry, that was Sporky actually. Took Emo down to 49 HP. I believe that was the Carter. Over there towards Squeaky. Didn't make any noise and actually falls off of it. Doffy finds one over there towards mid. I think he actually got boosted up, and I'm missing a little bit of the action right here. Very interesting. Hold on. Up door, close towards box. Nice bait position right here. Battery's going around the corner with the CZ, but oh, somehow String stays alive. Infinite found one elsewhere, leaving now. Just Mr. Tony alive. 2 players had been killed, but he's been unable to collect himself a weapon. Bomb out of his hands as well. They know this. But look at Strings has 4 HP. Strings was still taking peeks. Now he knows, okay, I'll hang back. I'll throw a smoke. Emote finally spots him out. Strings was re-peeking 3 or 4 times with 4 health. This guy... crazy confident sometimes. Maybe overly so, some would say. But now T-side and our Uprising. They need to start getting some rounds on the boards. We are here in round number 11. Etherian Esports on what is mostly considered to be a T-side map, especially in NA, I'd say. Putting up 8 rounds so far. And our Uprising, they will be back on the buy. This time, Battery has the AWP. Wait, no, he had it the first time too as well. I'm spacing. Now Strings getting aggressive, flashed off completely. He's got his teammate with him, so the trade will come out. OC posted up over towards B, but it's going to be Doffy, who actually has got a nice gap in the smoke to work with. Not sure if this was theirs or not. Emo gets got for one of his own, so I'm guessing that was the T side. Left a nice gap for him, and Doffy capitalizing quickly finds 2 frags. Now, Carter spots out. I believe that was Infinite who's going to hold that, take the duel, and Carter puts him down. Now OC in a 1v4, spots at the shoulder, misses the shot though. He's going to actually stick this angle. Finally re-peeks, falls off of it. Who is that up there? I think they just fell off. Oh, that's Carter. Oh, see? Oh, what a shot right there from him. Found the dome. Now in a 1v3. No one else should be peeking this man right now. Clearly he can hit some crazy shots. You can see a jump peek over there on the mini-map. Sorry, on the X-ray. That was Doffy right there. He's going to try and cross on over. Let's see if OC can hit another crazy one. Takes his shot. Doffy already had that low HP. A single shot would have killed him. At the very least, OC, well, he's got a frag for himself. AWP, full utility kit and armor. Plenty enough to save. Give one more round to enter Uprising. Well, but they got exactly what they needed. And the issue now is, can they actually do that and not get reset? Let's take a look at the replay and how that round started out here with Doffy. Working on this gap. Finds that first frag. Immediately swings out. Finds himself a second. Good stuff from him. See, standard split. We got Tony with the fast play, and actually he hit that through the smoke and the wall. He hit that. Kwong is lucky to be alive. I'm curious what he'd be saying right now. Actually, Kwong only has the 5.7 to work with. UMP for Infinite, 2 M4s, and OC still has the AWP. He's working over towards B. See some shots ring out. Has one of his own hits through the wall onto Battery, who's also alive. Very low HP. OC, he hits the second shot. Now the repeat's about to come through, and there was one more player there. It was Carter, but he's fallen off the angle. As he hears the smoke, he's going to go forward off of that. Here's the footsteps. Can't find anything, though. Oh, nade comes in and somehow only does 1 damage, and nice. Right there on the edge of the smoke, finds a frag there onto Infinite. That's going to coax the rest of his teammates to go start pushing in over towards A, as they imagine, and rightly so, both of these players now doubled up on B. 2-2 split for a 4v4. Emo, boost up on top of Shroud. Strings, going to be the first, well, bit of info to gather. Yeah, no one's going squeaky. And Strings, oh, he's giving up the angle. They seem a bit confused. They still have 1 player, actually, for Enter Uprising, keeping some attention drawn over there, but oh, as I fell off of it. Strings finds the first frag over there from Truck. Carter answers back onto OC, and that's actually the B-bomb side, so the rotation's going to be over-committed, and actually both teams were over-rotating. Emo falls off a Shroud, finds himself 1 frag. Strings right there, right in front of Carter, and it's 2v2. Carter finds that frag. Man of the hour right here, and now it's Emo 1v2. He's been doing some work, especially for standing in. Plenty of damage done. Carter on 6 HP, Sporky on 79. Full health for Emote. He has no kit, just the 1 flash. Makes a stab. Nobody bites the bait. Oh, Sporky repositioning himself back of sight. Emote hoping someone shows. He might have no idea how damaged they actually are. 1 hill's all he needs there. Now into a 1v1. Spots out the player, but Sporky comes out on top. Nice try right there from Emote. Enter Uprising. They finally string 2 rounds together. And here, once again, how it started. The player deficit. So this Carter finding that first kill, taking that little bit of damage from that nade and jumping right back. Might not be huge, I mean, it was hugely impactful, might not be the flashiest, but that's how it starts. Now Emote. He's got that Deeg in hand. Armor to go with it as well. It's a 5-stack for the CT side. They're going to be pushing in on this. Tony, he's all alone now. Kwong finds the frag. Tony finds it 1 right back. 58 HP left. Tony only finds 1 more on top of that. So still a 3v3. And now that's AKs in the hands. Where did that kill come from? OC, actually, not even an AK. He found himself an op, exactly what he needs when he misses the shot. Emote has the armor. Can't land the shot. Finally finds the head of Carter there. Let me nudge back my volume a little bit. Please do tell me in chat if my mic is peaking. My settings have changed a little bit. Actually, if anything ever seems like it might be wrong, feel free to chime in chat. But now, Emote found himself the AK. Up highway, OC has the AWP. Let's see, back of sight. Actually, on default, Sporky there. Flashbang comes out. Sporky and Doffy simultaneously take the peek off the back of that flashbang and find 2 beautiful kills. 3 rounds in a row now for Enter Uprising. Things are starting to look good. This is nice, the contest that I expected to see. 2 more rounds, especially possible. Could have a very close half right here. But Etherian Esports finally going to be back on the buy here on the CT side. Op out for OC, FAMAS for Emote. They're a little lacking in the utility, but decent rifles. I almost said rifleage, and I'm like, wait a minute, that might not be a word. Infinite, getting aggressive. Pushing through the smoke, he finds Mr. Tony. Very nice opener right there. It's going to be up to T side right here. Battery hit a chance. OC got aggressive on a different angle. Very nice. So now, it'll be 3v5 for Enter Uprising. As Etherian Esports, they had a strong start on their CT side. A little shaky the past 3 rounds. They're back on it. Gator CS. MOTM is nowhere to be found. MOTM is MIA. No one's heard back from him. Not even me all day. So Emote had to jump in. Caused a bit of a delay. Smoke. Gonna go back of headshot. 2 players here. Actually 3 players here. As this third just rotated on over. Now Kwong, he was here fast. It's gonna be Infinite on site. Backed off. Kwong actually finds that frag. I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. Finally I find it. Strings gets a second. And Kwong does as well. Here in Esports, string 2 more rounds. Sorry, 1 round at the very end here. Have a chance to string 2 rounds back to back. Put themselves into double digits. As we're here, round 15. And the money is not the best. And I have a replay. Is that a new one? Oh, this was Tony's frag, alright. Yeah, Tony had a nice opener right here. No, it was Infinite. Jumped atop, found a gap on the top of the smoke, on top of the box. I love that. Knows his angles, great game sense. Infinite, really young player. Potential up-and-comer. I've seen him play since he was in, I think, IM, actually. Seen him with a few rosters last season in NDL. Pretty much just kind of being a merc. Couldn't really find a role, but now here on Etherian Esports, looks like he found a good home. Let's see, Carter. Towards Squeaky. Emote alone on site. Closest player to him is going to be Strings. Ooh, I just noticed he got actually heavily tagged up. 12 HP on him. Kwong still holding down mid with the AWP this round as OCs did fall. Oh, is he going to push in on this? Flashed in with only 12 HP. Finds one. He finds two on 12 HP. Strings is a madman. He brings this into a 3v3 as Sporky finds one. Emo roast Carter. Now a 2v3. Now Sporky has a good chance, but he flubs it. He wastes the spray, but Doffy is here. 1-2 frags for him. And now down to a 1v1. Full HP against Infinite. But he doesn't know his player's here. Infinite, are you really going to do this? Has the knife out. He's going to do it. You love to see it. They put themselves up into 10 rounds. Last round of the half. Even get the knife. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, this is where I believe this was Strings. Flashed in on 12 HP. I don't even know how you do this. The spray control to see 3 players there. And then immediately after that we should have... Wait, they're not live yet. There. Okay, they're not. The balls to do this. He heard the plant. He's like, I'm just going to go for it. I would have loved to hear that. I should have turned dead chat on after that to hear what they said. God damn Infinite making, like, rubbing some salt in the wound after a nice 10-5 half on the CT side. Now I'm going back over towards what most people, I believe, would say is the favorite side. Let's see. Buy comes out. And I've been seeing more and more of this. I like it. It seems to be like almost standard meta now. It's still back and forth a little bit, but 3 sets of armor on T side. 2 players getting a little bit more utility. I like it. I've been seeing more of it, at least in the NA side of things, where usually it's just armors across the board. Who the hell wants to have a smoke, right? And Etherian Esports. Looks like a heavy A hit, and, well, enter Uprising. I think they had a feeling about this. Take a look at the menu up. Not even, just giving up the site. They're going to play for retakes. Fairly common on Cash. Now smoke's raining in, tapping away through the smoke, praying for a kill. Nothing's gonna happen though, not a single bit of damage. That teammate's gonna rotate over now. Whoa, battery found one. We'll put that on the replay. I kind of blinked and missed it. Has another chance. Bomb planted. Finally, they're gonna commit themselves to the play. Now up close on Toxic. Carter looks like he's gonna be the first one in. Now actually, they're gonna try and get aggressive off this. Look, it's gonna be Strings. He finds it. No, Kwong finds that one. Strings falls down, and now may have been kind of gutsy. It was interesting, kind of kept them off the back heel. Gonna set this so tied, but now it's Infinite and Emo finding 2. Infinite with another. Now 1v1. Doffy only has 2 bullets worth of health, and that will be it. Etherean Esports take the second pistol round as well. And here is how it started with Battery. You can see him wasting his entire first clip. Just praying for something, couldn't hit anything, but I think that was like the first bullet right out. Yep. Oh, that wasn't even through the smoke. He found that on forklift. Alright. Very nice stuff from him. So now, checking the scoreboard. Infinite, almost hitting that 20 bomb. Up on 19 frags, topping off the charts for both sides. Emote right behind him on 17. And Doffy seems to be the man to watch for the CT side over and Enter Uprising. He's got himself a deagle this round. Actually, a couple of his teammates do as well, as they're stacking up over towards mid. I haven't got to use this camera pan yet. Nobody boosted up the typical spots. I think it's actually OC. No, that's not OC. That's Infinite boosted atop the red crate. 2 players now forward. They might run right into the stack. Spray comes out. Oh, and it is just a murder fest. Carter, last one alive, and, well, he's going to have quite the amount of work to do. And he falls off site, only to have that site taken. Gets 1 shot off into Strings, but that will be it. Round easily secured, and bomb planted. They trying for it. Nope, couldn't get the extra bonus cash at the end of the round. They don't really need it. Saved every single weapon there. 2 Galils, and the scout will be carried on over in what I believe is called the Jaden round. Well, is it a Jaden round when you keep your lower weaponry, or is that just when you keep your SMGs? I was talking with the Bears about that. There seems to be no solid definition. So I'll bother Sadicist about that, you know, next year when I'm casting majors, right? Now, in Uprising, upgraded pistols, not investing, or sorry, not over-investing into armor or anything like that, but look at this. Mr. Tony, he's got a bunch of info to work off of. Only problem is, no one's really watching the A site. It was all up to him. And now Kwong. Molotov's going to be coming out for the T side. And, well, Tony hears all of this, so he's going to have a nice flank coming, but look at Strings, the game sense on this man. He's looking towards the right, but it's the left, and he's got the flick. Solid stuff from him. So now Battery. Seems like he's kind of AFK'd, and he's not in the server anymore. This man's dead. Actually, the server's dead. All right, no, we're back. We're back. Saved. There we go. And Battery, he's saving one as well. Brings it back towards the CT side. Bateman's gonna find him. Now, actually, Infant's going to get even more aggressive. Oh, you can see, yeah, they're so upset. But it happens indeed. Emo finds the skull of Sporky, leaving only Carter alive. Only a P250. Finally gets the reload. Has a chance right here, but Infinite, well, he's got a pistol out as well. Puts him down with the Deeg, and Etherian Esports keep 4 players alive, and I am dropping crazy frames right now. No, that wasn't GG lag. That was something different. GG lag will stutter. That was a server issue. Which then, coincidentally, I had some weird lag, so, you know, it's going around right now. Speaking of rounds, well, Enter Uprising needs to start putting those on the board now. 4th round here, back on the bye, well, for, I guess, the very first time on the CT side here. And Carter, he's looking to get aggressive, but actually, there's going to be 2 players boosted on up, and it's going to find it. Carter answers it right on back. Doffy, oh god, the frame rate. This is just CEVO things. That's going to be a 1-for-1 trade there. Strings finds himself a second. Now, who do we watch right now? Doffy doesn't know there's 2 players right behind him. This is going to get a little bit awkward. And now he does, as the Molotovs come raining in. Strings seems to know he's there, but Doffy has a chance, and Strings missed the first shot, but he connects the second one. Finds the head. Kwong finds the last, and Mr. Tony, last hope, finds the frag. There we go. That's exactly what he needed now. He has some weaponry to choose from, actually. I think there was an AK drop nearby. Nope, just the op. He's going to say 1v3, not feeling in... Okay, are you going to save it or not? Okay, good. Takes the shot through the smoke. I'll give him that one. Far too often you see players want to save a weapon, they try and post up for an exit frag, and well, it's not a save if you're trying to get kills. Trying to keep things expensive for Etherian would be a nice idea, but they kept so many there. Oh, and now they're going to chase you down. Had the chance for the collat. This is going to get messy. Booning on in. The knife comes out, and OC gets it. I wish I had seen that from his perspective. Hold on. Turning on dead chat. Okay, no comment. Wow. Let's see if I got the replay fast enough. No, I didn't. Damn it. Damn it. So, 2 knives in 1 game for Etherian Esports. Enter Uprising. Well, forcing up pistols. 2 sets of armor. Things are looking kind of bleak for him. If you're an Enter Uprising fan, you should be praying right now. Give them your energy, because right now, Battery and Tony look like they're going to try and get aggressive off this. Emote holding up close, has a flashbang in hand. He gets out with it in his hand. They don't even get the shot. Finally, Mr. Tony does. It's going to be Strings, and Wong actually doubles down. Strings was helping out there. Now Infinite has Battery tucked into a corner, and well, that's where you don't want to be. He goes down. Doffy and Carter 2v4 with just pistols to work with, and has a free opportunity, but he doesn't hit the shot. Carter just couldn't hit it. Hitting those shots far, far too rapidly. Recoils crazy on the Deagle. Doffy finds the shot with the first, has another opportunity. Aces his shots better, but Strings puts him down in the end, and they keep 3 players alive. And now match points for Etherian Esports here in this best of 1 against Enter Uprising, who are going to be back on the CT side of things. M4s are out for, it looks like, 4 of the players. They can afford that, right? They can indeed. I think they were thinking about going double op, actually, but Tony wants to get the M4 out. I just went really Canadian for a second. I don't know what happened. That was weird. But they have a decent chance of this decent buy. Boost is going to come out for the east side. It's going to be Strings on up. And one more behind him. I didn't quite see who that was, but he's going fast. Drops the bomb. Almost forgot that. Sprays to the smoke. 2 players on the left side over towards the E-box. And it actually looks like, is that a push? That is indeed. Nice pushing towards A main from the CT side. They would love to have the opening frag right here, have any sort of opportunity. Now, Doffy is actually, Sporky's going to get that. Doffy finds the second. So now, best chance they have. But we've seen them lose 3v4s. Can they lose 3v5s? Enter Uprising. 2 players on the back of the site. Mr. Tony and, who is that? Battery. Post up with the AWP, and actually, they go right back inside. Molotov out. Now both are kind of pushing the same spot. They're roasting. Tony, you're on 26 HP, pushes him on out. Kwong, well, it's going to be Ewan actually find him. Kwong has the second frag on to Battery. Gets spotted out. Finally, Sporky finds the frag, and well, it was 5v3. Now it's a 3v2. This is looking pretty bad right now. E-mode and OC. They are going to get the bomb planted. And actually gives them chance and time to find good post plants. Sporky first one in, spots out 1. Look at the confidence on OC. On top of the boxes. Just taking a free shot. Now OC's actually going to, we're going on OC clutch cam. He hit the next one through the wall. And now it's going to be Emo to find that. OC finds the last frag. Emo goes down, actually. I thought he had that for certain. So now OC was the player to watch. Found 2 frags, and he will find the last one. There it is. Let's take a look at the last second of the game. We're OC going hot. Now you don't even have a chance to look at the scoreboard because CEVO throws you right out of it immediately. But Etherian Esports, they're going to pick up their first win of the, well, I guess series. For the CEVO Gfinity Winter Series. Oh, there's that tweet I forgot to send out. I'm like, oh yeah, after delays, we're finally live. But I'd like to thank you all for joining me. That'll be it for me tonight. I don't think there's anything else live. And, well, I was happy to have as many people here as I did for this not being a match on HLTV. I'm going to try and cover as many of these matches as I can this week until ESEA boots up, which is supposed to start on the 21st, but we all know that's probably going to be a week late or something like that. And if you guys have anything else, well, I'll probably just see you in the Twitch chat for the most part. I'm going to throw a host over to, let's see who's streaming. We'll throw it over towards Ace. Have a good night, guys.
Dropped like 4.
Yo, Insomnia with the poster 17, bro. You're a legend, dude. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. You're doing God's work, man. Default one. Yeah, how many subs from Rank S? We already did the Rank S games. We'll get some more though here soon, boys. I just gotta warm up, dude. I haven't played CS in days, man.